Welcome to the Cooligans. The World Cup draw is set, baby!
The live show is here. We're excited to bring you all our thoughts, reactions, and just see where our anxiety levels are when it comes to the USMNT.
We will have anxiety for sure, but I think it actually worked out pretty well for the U.S.
This was, I don't think you could ask for much a better draw for the USMNT. But hello, everybody. Welcome to everybody watching across all Yahoo Sports, all the channels. We are the Cooligans. Go to youtube.com/soccercooligans if you want to join us in the chat. Pull up the chat as well so we can respond to everybody. So we got the draw in front of us. We're looking at it, and yes, it is. Well, let's just immediately start with the USMNT because it is
Go all the way to Group D, baby.
Group D: U.S., Paraguay, so U.S., Paraguay, Australia, and the UEFA playoff team. Which one of those, the team that it could possibly be is Turkey, Romania, Kosovo, or Slovakia.
Okay.
So when I'm looking at this, as far as for the U.S., this is you got to be happy about this.
You ain't getting grouped.
You're not.
You can't get grouped here.
It would. I mean, look, people are gonna probably clip this if we do get grouped.
Yeah, of course, of course. And you know what? Deserved if that happens
because it's gonna look crazy. But overall, this is something to be fairly optimistic about. It is Paraguay. We just beat them. Australia. We just beat them. And UEFA playoff. We're probably gonna beat them. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at the four teams. I mean, it could be Turkey is no joke.
Is probably the toughest out of those. But you know, Kosovo, Romania, you could beat these teams.
Exactly. You feel confident with your chances there. So this is something where the U.S. and the there are some other pretty good groups as well. But this is for us who obviously we're heavily focused on the USMNT. We literally just came from the U.S. Soccer World Cup draw show in Times Square.
Right.
So
which is why my face is beet red. It's very cold.
We were in the cold quite a bit. But this is I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself.
No,
either.
but you know, it's very difficult to be put in a group of death when you're one of the hosts. Mm-hmm. But there was a chance you could get some really tough teams. Norway was possible to get in there.
And we're watching the draw. Please not Norway.
Yeah,
please
not Norway.
Anyone
but Norway.
All we're doing is envisioning Erling Haaland dunking on us.
Yeah, 100%. Scoring 7 goals in the first half.
We don't need that.
So the way it worked out, because of all of the different sort of machinations of, oh, well, you can't be put in a place, you can't be placed in a group with countries of a similar confederation. That allowed us to get Paraguay, which knocked Norway off of our books, if you will. And then Australia, a beatable team, you know what I mean? A very beatable team.
Sure. I mean, the friendly that we just played against them was contentious. There was a little bit of
not easy.
A little bit of
but beatable.
It got chippy.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an interesting kind of rematch. The fact that we are in the same group after the U.S. just had the match that they had against them, I think it's going to be like, okay, let me circle this one because I remember what you said about my mother.
Yeah, some players are probably going to get their get back on that one. And we'll see. You know, we'll see what roster gets decided for the World Cup and makes it to that match.
So
that's our first match, if I'm not mistaken, right? Australia is our first match?
I believe, no, the first match will be against Paraguay. So
there you go.
So the first game will be in against Paraguay and then Australia. Is that correct? I'm just confirming. All right.
Yes.
So first game LA, second game Australia.
And by the time the Australia match happens, that's 2 matches in. We should kind of know whether that third match we need to like blow them out of the water or if we're like comfortable. You know what I mean?
And with the 48 teams this time around, those third place teams. There's so many third place teams that go on. I mean, I
think it's 8.
8 of them. Yeah. So it's MLS playoffs. Everybody gets in. Basically.
Everybody gets in. Yeah.
Right. So the odds are in our favor. But even with this now, given the group, I'm looking at this group like, all right, it's not even about just getting through. It's like U.S. should win this group. I mean, even Turkey in the group, it could also make it very, very difficult.
Very difficult, yeah.
But still, this is like a winnable group. We were just hanging out with Matt Turner, Matt Freese, and Jaden Shaw. They were all, no, don't mean to name drop everybody.
Wow, this guy.
I accidentally did that. Didn't I? But we asked them, how did you feel? How do you feel about like the teams that you end up playing against? Do you care who you get drawn against? And everybody,
They were also on microphones.
they're all generally like,
can't tell you the truth.
Hey, we just want, as long as we're there, like that'd be fun.
I'm just happy to be nominated.
I'm just happy to be nominated.
Yeah.
But you look at this group. You got to, if they were being completely candid, they'd
The
be like,
U.S. Men's National Group chat is lit right now.
like, yes,
Yeah.
we got one of the kind of easier groups. I mean, what's the complete? It's the group of life, not
yeah, whatever the group of birth.
the group of life feels like a fun little song.
The group of life. This is the one. All right, you write it.
Right. We got it.
Let us know in the chat if you want to write that song for us.
So yeah, it's feeling. I mean, my optimism is kind of like through the roof right now, and I think a lot of other USMNT fans are as well.
Don't get it twisted, right? Paraguay is a match you could lose. Australia is a match you could lose, and we could be really put in a tough position. But with the way that the U.S. men's national team, the momentum that they're carrying right now, yes, it's a bunch of friendlies, and you guys know how I feel about friendlies. I think whatever. I'm sure that the coaches have an agenda, and I'm sure that there's something there that they're looking for. But the results, the way they've played, the way they've been able to connect, the confidence with which they're playing, that's something we can take. We don't know what the coach's agenda is, but we can take from that and say, oh, clearly we're playing with a lot of confidence, and it seems like, especially the match against Uruguay, we played with our chests out. You know what I mean? A lot of confidence. So if that's the team, that type of confidence and that type of gusto is what's going into the match against Paraguay, the first match of the World Cup hosted here in the United States in your home country, then that's got to be a win. And Australia is a winnable game. This could be fun.
Yeah. So I mean, as far as what we want to see and what are we looking for from this team, in this World Cup, I mean, my first thoughts are I guess the recency bias of literally just hanging out with some of the USMNT players, it does instill, and hanging out with the American Outlaws, it does instill a lot of like, this is why you go to these like fan fests, right? There's a lot of belief and faith.
Rally.
It's a pep rally. So I'm like, rah. I'm excited about all of it.
You wore your cheerleading outfit.
I
you
did.
Were really excited.
It was cold, and my shorts. It was a skirt. Actually.
Yeah.
So, but
you're wearing culottes.
But when it comes to these games, and I think because we just played these teams, I'm really thinking if we have the same and similar rosters, wins. I mean, easy. I think victories. I mean, against Paraguay and Australia, these what I want to see are just 3 points. I don't care exactly how you get them. I don't care. It doesn't have to be a 3-0 win or whatever. As long as we're getting 2 1-0 wins against these teams, I think it's perfectly fine.
Oh, yeah. I don't care if we're grinding out tough wins. Who cares? It's get out of the group. And I think that's when the World Cup's going to start, especially with an additional, used to start with a group of 16. Now it's going to start with a group of 32. So clearly this is like, that's when the World Cup starts. You got to get out of the group, right? It would be embarrassing to be a host country and get grouped.
Yeah. I mean, somebody in the chat just called it group cupcake. I think, which is
well, I'm in.
Which I
love that.
I kind of like. Again, it makes us feel a little bit arrogant, but I kind of like the branding.
Can we be a little arrogant?
Yeah. So, let us know if you got any other names in the chat for it as well. But so from Pochettino, we saw Pochettino at the draw. The draw was also, we could probably get into it a little bit later because it was quite an event. There was so much.
Hey. Congratulations on the Peace Prize. I mean, a time honored.
we didn't know we didn't know who was going to get it.
Anybody. Mao Zedong was there. He could have won it.
So but we saw Pochettino there, and every time the camera panned to him after the U.S. Was getting their their draw, I'm looking at Pochettino to see how he's reacting.
What's his reaction?
Is he gonna have any tells? Is he gonna be like, when he saw Australia, was he like, yes, let's go?
Yeah.
Which he's like, they're going down. It'd be fun if the coaches reacted that way. But Pochettino has an interesting choice. Do you think because of the draw? Do you think there's any kind of influence in his in the choices he makes for the team, or is it same kind of strategy and same focus of like whoever is in form and or whatever? Or does like the group itself look like, hey, I remember how we played against Paraguay. Remember how we played against Australia? Maybe I'll bring some of these guys back.
I mean, I could see maybe 1 or 2 decisions being influenced by that, but I can't imagine it's much of a thought process.
Yeah.
You probably just want to bring your best 18 or 23.
23, I believe.
23.
This World Cup, is it 26 now?
Correct us if we're wrong.
I think it might be 26.
You want to bring your best group, your best available group, and I don't think you want to really care about, oh, we're going to be playing teams that low block, blah, blah, blah. That's why you have a group bigger than an 11. And to me, I think Pochettino needs to, look, you've got your core players. I know he hates that, regular players, that idea. I know he sort of shot back at a reporter who asked him that. But look, you have your players that you're kind of confident are going to be starters. And then who are the players that you suddenly are very confident in that you want on the team, even as a backup? Luna and Arvston are the 2 names that come to mind right away, where I'm like, I know you're going to be on the squad, and it's because of the way you've played under him in the last few matches.
Right.
So for me, those are the players that I think maybe there's like 1 or 2 spots on that bench that you think like, hey, you know what, this guy played really good against Australia. We might need him. Bring him in. But I don't think that's going to be much of an issue.
I mean, he has like a body of work against directly against the teams that he's played against.
Yeah.
And now you're playing them in the World Cup. It's like you couldn't really ask for more as a coach.
Right.
If you need data to decide, like when you're picking your team. So, but look, Pochettino, he's been the coach for the U.S. men's national team since September 10th, 2024. The last 5 games, he had 4 wins, 1 draw. And in the last 5 games, they've been against the FIFA top 40. So his record overall, 13 wins, 2 draws, and 7 losses. The 7 losses feels like a bit of a lot, but it's not. You know, some of the results have been in very early friendlies and stuff like that. So it's like it's not nothing too much to take away. It's really the recent form, and we'll see how the
project
March
seems
window,
to be coming together over the last few matches.
The next window is gonna kind of obviously decide a lot, but the last few matches have been. There's been real improvement and real progress.
Yeah, there's a lot of confidence and momentum.
And players that we really did not expect that much from kind of stepping up. Alex Freeman is one that comes to mind.
Alex Freeman, of course.
You expect no goals, and that's fine. And that he would have a perfectly good performance if he didn't contribute in goals and assists. And the fact that he did, and in that manner, is incredibly impressive. So Pochettino probably has something to say about that. So, all right, let's...
we've got a couple comments here. Why don't we go to that?
Yeah,
thank you for everyone in the chat. Always. We got it made. We already out the group stage. All right. Michael Raymond.
Ex-Michael Raymond. I love the confidence.
We better not get group with dead ass.
Okay. It sounds like a haiku a little bit. Spider Zatan. Jackie D64 says, "Are the village people on stage?"
You know, right. We asked them to come to the studio. It's unfortunate.
I interpreted that as they're confusing us for the village people, which is perfectly fine.
I was gonna wear my my feather headdress. We win in everything in 2026.
Okay.
Our major money. Don't be betting major money on that. But can we get out of the group? I think so. Yes.
Andrew Johnson said Arvston is going to body the Kangaroos.
Hey,
I love it.
Let's go the Socceroos, right? Isn't that what they're called?
All right, what else we got?
So many Aussies going to be in Seattle for that game. Atmosphere going to be insane. That is one of the fun parts of the World Cup is all the traveling fans.
Sure.
Like whoever gets to go to a Scotland game, you're going to have a blast 2 hours before it and 2 hours after it.
So, all right, what else we got? X-Micro Rim said, we could beat this group with Josh Sargent playing. Hold on.
Christian, are you okay with that?
Slow it down. I didn't realize there was going to be such vitriol in the comment section. All right?
Also, hyperbole. Slow down a little bit.
Okay.
Imagine he's the starting striker. Christian's head's going to explode.
If Josh Sargent is the starting striker and has earned it in some incredible way, I'll be like, wow, all right.
Yeah.
He's done something.
What if it's just stomach bug of just the strikers and Josh Sargent has to be called in?
Just the Philadelphia Union 2021.
Uh-oh. Asterisk.
All right, what else do we got? Anything else? Eric Keating. Oh, shout out Eric Keating says, y'all seeing the post ceremony YMCA show? Oh, we are not watching that live.
We are talking to you instead.
We are talking to you instead. Hopefully this is more entertaining than that.
Is the Peace Prize winner up there dancing with them?
Which is, I mean, look. This is this was one of the most unique World Cup draws I think we've ever had. Where it
was a glaze fest.
It was a glaze fest, but it was also it was the FIFA World Cup draw, like the way a rap song features the way a rap song features an artist or whatever. It was just like the World Cup draw featuring Donald Trump. Okay, it was like, yo, I'm gonna take over this track.
But when does the feature do more than 16 bars?
You know,
when was taking over the whole thing?
So it was it was pretty impressive of like how long can this go? But here we go. So we have the draw in front of us, and
what is the group of death?
Yeah, what is the group? And people in the chat, let us know.
Let us know who you think is the group of death.
What could be the group of death? Because this is an interesting one. I mean, for me, I'm not gonna say it's a group of death, but this is who the countries I start feeling bad for, and I feel bad for Panama. Panama is in Group L with England, Croatia, Ghana. That's England, and we remember Panama when they first made it to the World Cup. That was in 2018. They played against England and got demolished. I mean, to the degree of like, oh, this isn't even your level. Like
I heard the Panama World Cup song is going to be "Although we've come to the end of the road."
They don't have much, but then it's like, all right, it's England, then it's Croatia and Ghana.
Yeah, no, it's a tough.
That's a tough one.
Could they sneak out as a third place?
They can't. They can't sneak out. They can't. Put pillows under their bed to trick their parents and pretend.
Record themselves coughing and play in a loop every 3 minutes.
I feel terrible for them, bro. England, I mean, we have been talking about their World Cup qualifications, and they've been fantastic. They've won every game. They've dominated, and you would imagine that going into going forward and going into the even into the next window, they're gonna still be in that incredible form. So this is it's gonna be tough for. I mean, this group is. But this feels like one of the groups where these top three get through, and Panama is kind of asked out. I feel terrible for Panama.
Yeah, I feel bad. Rest in peace, Haiti and Scotland. Let's take a look at their group. Ex-Michael Raymond
with the eulogies.
We're all black to that game. That's gonna be a tough one. We've got some groups where it makes it so difficult because basically, if you finish in fourth place, you're automatically out. But if you finish in third, maybe there's a chance. So, like, there's going to be hope. You know, there's a lot of people are complaining that third place teams, there's too many third place teams. But if you're looking at this, Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland, we can see Scotland get through here.
We could. I mean,
how huge are they? Haven't been in a World Cup in 28 years?
Something like that. And for Haiti, I want to show love to CONCACAF. I want to believe that they can accomplish something. Haiti is also an interesting team. I mean, their qualification has arguably been tougher for them than almost any other country. There's obviously a lot of instability in the country. Mm-hmm. They haven't been able to play their World Cup qualifiers at home. So you would imagine this is an incredibly unified and bonded team that believes that they can kind of get through everything. And if they can have a showing and make it difficult for some of these other teams. If you think of, again, these best third place teams, do I think Haiti can do that? But I feel like Scotland has a better chance.
Yeah, Scotland is probably
good. But I'm optimistic and hopeful that they are. Well, I'm less worried about Haiti than I am about Panama. That makes any sense.
I don't think that makes sense.
Only because of the group that they're in, not because of like the quality of the teams or whatever.
I don't believe that makes sense.
Will be challenging, but Brazil has to be happy with this group.
I mean, Brazil's not necessarily bodying the qualifying either. You know what I mean? They haven't been the best, so this is at least feels good for them, right?
Okay. All right. How about France's group? France is in group. I. They're in Group I.
All right, they got Senegal, Intercontinental Playoff, and Norway. This is
gonna be a fun one.
This might be the group of death for me. This is it where you just need two big nations, and I know Norway were in pot 3 if I'm not mistaken, or pot 2, and everyone's thinking whatever, it's their first World Cup. Bro, they got some ballers on that, and you mentioned Erling Haaland and obviously Odegaard. They went undefeated in the qualifying. This is going to be a lot for France to take on. That match is going to be and really exciting.
It's going to be so Norway. Obviously, it's easy on paper to see everything that Erling Haaland has done and how dominant they've been during the World Cup qualifiers. But the reality for Norway is that this team has not played in a World Cup, and these players don't know that experience.
But you could look at Erling Haaland's YouTube channel and watch him chugging raw milk right from a cow.
Right.
I think they're going to be prepared.
So I'm a little. I'm not. I don't think it's going to be easy for them because I think the stage might be a little big. So they might, be hit with reality. They're not playing Liechtenstein or whatever.
So we see some France national team stats here. You don't think France is looking at this group and thinking to themselves, "Oh no, Norway." You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I don't think France is going to end in fourth. But I think they're looking at it and go, "Man, we got a tough draw."
Obviously they're going to have to prepare for Erling Haaland and Martin Odegaard and the likes of those players. But we've seen Erling Haaland in for Man City. Some days, some matches he could disappear. So it's not impossible to kind of shut it down a little bit.
So this brings up the other topic, which excuse me, right? You have to perform in these big moments. And the big rub against him in a lot of Ballon d'Or stuff has been the fact that, he doesn't really do it on the international level, right? He only really does it in club level. Well, his nation never qualified for a World Cup. Well, this is it. Now we're going to see in real time whether he's the player that he thinks he is, whether he's the player that, a lot of his fans believe he can be. You've got to do it on the international stage. So this could be a coming out party. This could be like a massive party, a big event for the likes of Erling Haaland. And, of course, Kylian Mbappe, who you see here. I mean, the guy scored a hat trick in the World Cup final. He's going to be fine.
I'm not worried about him even in the least bit. But, 55 goals, second most all time for France. Obviously, the 2022 Golden Boot winner for the World Cup. This is his third World Cup appearance, and obviously won in 2018. So this is. There's a little bit of.
He's playing with supreme confidence right now. He's in top form.
Yeah, he's been fantastic for Real Madrid. Maybe a little bit of wanting to, that 2022 World Cup. I'm sure hurt him a little bit. I'm sure he didn't forget that.
Well, you can't win them all, Kylian.
You know what? Some people really want to win them all.
That's their goal, right? They set out, be like, I'm going to win this World Cup. I don't think anyone's going to be like, you know what, won it last year. We're fine. I think we got some tweets, right? Yeah, let's check out some tweets.
Let's see what's going on.
See what's happening on that formerly known as X.
Okay, so Phil Murphy, not the governor of New Jersey. He just said football is life. No excuses for the USMNT with that draw. The group of life. Look at that.
Group of life.
Did he get it from me or did I steal it from Phil?
The group of life. The group of life.
Max Brados said the problem with the USMNT draw is they don't have a slam dunk win in that group. Okay, Max, what are we doing?
Yeah, not a time to be a hater, Max.
I'm literally under the leg dunking right now. What are you doing?
East Bay Funk dunk?
Australia, Paraguay, and let's say Turkey should all be competitive. You would like a team you feel is 3 points in the bank. That's not Group T. I'm taking this to the bank. I'm putting it in my savings.
Yeah, are you
I'm
kidding
starting
me?
a 401k.
Hey, Max, whose side are you on? Ishmael Johnson says the USMNT might legitimately have the best 5'8" players in the whole group. This is nasty levels of fixing, and I love it. This is ridiculous.
Do you think the prize winner?
You think Shaq was in on it? Is that what you're saying? I will say he's from Newark. It's a possibility.
You know what? And honestly, we'd be fine with that.
I'd be so down and so proud.
Okay. All right.
What's the chat got to say?
Let's see in the chat. Thank you for all the comments so far. We appreciate it. Jay Ramos said,
absolutely.
Turkey will be tough. Yildiz and Gouler. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Gouler's playing out of his mind this year as well. Shoey's on the Space Needle.
Shoey's meaning pouring beer and chugging it out of a shoe.
Oh, ew.
You don't mess with that.
We old athlete's foot beer. Freeze getting clean sheets. Let's go.
That's what I told. We just hanging out with Matt Freeze.
Dropping names over here. Opening game of the 2026 World Cup will be the exact same match at the 2010 World Cup.
Right.
As the 2010 World Cup.
which was South Africa against Mexico.
Interesting.
In Mexico this time.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, that's a fun. Look
little
at that.
home and away.
Look at that.
Hey.
Glaze Fest sounds like my prom.
All right. What's that dude's name? Motok, whatever that says. Moloko. England in Group L fits. Let's go.
That's right. So let's go to England. Let's see what they're going to be facing.
Is it coming home? Let's find out. Let's take a look at England's group here.
England, again, on paper, it's always on paper. They're the champions, right? They
look, they're good. They need to put it together. But Thomas Tuchel's made them a bit more of an edge, a bit tougher. They close out games a little bit better.
Interesting. I don't know. I don't necessarily think there's been a incredible sharpness in mentality per se.
Okay, I disagree.
But they're getting the results that they need to get. I mean, we talk about this all the time. They went from Gareth Southgate, was the Greg
One of the
Berhalter.
boys.
Hey, we're friends, unified.
Yeah.
We're all brothers.
A bit of darts, fellas. Like that guy.
And you go to Thomas Tuchel, and it's like, hey,
Yeah.
cut it out.
Everyone, no calculators. You know.
Nobody's having fun here.
Yeah.
We're here to do something. We're here to win the World Cup. And so that's the era I think that we are in with them. But yeah, look, England, their journey to the World Cup, they have been perfect in qualifying. 22 scored, no goals allowed is really what's remarkable given Harry Maguire.
And you don't think that means? You don't think that means that they're a little bit more defined or refined?
No. Look, I think it's. I always with UEFA, I'm always a little bit like. They scored 22, but their path to World Cup is not. They weren't playing France 8 times or whatever. It's just so I take that into consideration, the quality of opponent. And if you want to fault me for that, then that's fine. I'm not kind of.
I get it.
I'm not saying England are not good.
It just feels like this is going to be like a good moment, right? Harry Kane's last World Cup, probably.
It's always, but it's just when England or when most UEFA teams have to when they playing against like a formidable team, or even when they play the US. Why can't they have that magic that they normally always have? It's because the competition is a little bit fiercer. It's a little bit more intense.
Right.
And they
we
don't
muddy the game up a little bit.
Yeah, and they don't get those World Cup, those qualifying kind of results. They don't really
you don't have
them.
San Marino. You don't have 2 dentists and a baker trying to cover you.
So, but look, Harry Kane is in great form. He has 8 goals. They are they're gonna be strong in this war. Obviously they're winning this group. It would be a disaster if they did not win the group.
Well, I think they're definitely not getting grouped, right? Croatia, Ghana, Panama. Croatia and Ghana can put up a fight.
Yeah, Major Money just put good luck to Panama. That group is tough, and that's all we gotta do. We just say, hey, good luck, have fun out there.
Hey, you know what? You got here.
Make sure you get some photos so you can send back to the family.
Look, you might be going rough out there, but apple slices at the end, huh? Or orange slices, whatever.
You know, say hi to mom in the camera.
Yeah, dude. Your family didn't think you'd get this far.
Said I'll be surprised if Panama scores a goal in group play.
He also said #Diddy,
which I don't know why.
It doesn't make sense.
he just wanted to throw that in there.
He's just like, unless he thinks Panama's getting pounded. All right, folks.
Okay.
All right, folks.
So how about Argentina? Obviously, some of the stronger teams. The current title holders of the World Cup. They won the last one.
I think a lot of people are also thinking they can repeat.
It's a they can't start the way they started the last World Cup.
No.
I think.
What was it, a 6-0? Was it 2-1?
It was a 2-1 loss to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So Argentina, they are in the group with Jordan, Austria, and Algeria. This is a similarly to, I think, to last year. I mean, no, to the last World Cup. They were in the group. It was Argentina, Mexico, Saudi Arabia. Who was the other? Netherlands. Was it Netherlands? No, it wasn't Netherlands. Who was in the group?
Netherlands, they had beef with.
The Netherlands was in the knockout
stages.
But please, in the chat, please remind, because I don't remember. So this is a feels like a better group.
Oh, real quick, Elo Stacks confirmed what he meant. Diddy means group play.
Oh, okay. It's just, you know what, sometimes things get lost in translation in the chat.
You made it even better than I thought.
So this is so this feels like a much easier group for Argentina to get through, and this is Poland.
Yeah.
Okay, so Poland was the other team. So this feels like I think the nature of a 48 team World Cup, people may sort of start to figure this out or whatever, but it clearly dilutes the competition at the group stage, where it's like you're gonna have some pretty easy groups.
Well, a lot of people said like, oh, adding these many teams just makes it easier for the big teams to get out of the group. You got a point. You know what I mean? We're seeing it live.
It's fun to see the teams that haven't been at a World Cup ever or for a long time get there, but then some of these groups are going to be it's going to be kind of a gimme for some of these stronger nations.
Austria, not one to look past though. Austria, Ralf Rangnick went back. Yeah. He had them playing more like a club team. They're a very formidable foe. Can they keep it together? Can they put it together in a World Cup? Who knows? But they're not an easy team to beat. Yeah. Austria plays really, really tough.
And we'll see if Messi can get it done again. Lionel Messi trying to repeat as World Cup champion.
You guys already know the stats. This is ridiculous.
For anybody's new here, if you're new to the World Cup, if you're new to the sport,
this is your homework. Read this a couple times.
We're here to inform. All right.
Messi is one of those players that even though he's older now, you kind of expect him to show up in a big way during this. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be sort of a quick MLS season at the beginning of the year next year.
Not 2026, but in 2027.
So at the end of the World Cup, there's going to be
in the beginning of 2027. There will be a shortened MLS.
But they're still going to play part of the MLS season at the beginning of the World Cup. All right, so he will be in some form.
He'll be fine.
He'll be warmed up. So hopefully, obviously, injuries are at that age. But this is the type of player where it doesn't matter what age he is. If he can give you 60 minutes, right, at his best, you're going to get that every match.
Yeah, I mean, he is, we were at his first PSG game where he got subbed off by Mauricio Pochettino, and he was furious.
He was irate.
He does not want, 90 minutes or nothing. It's like, unless I literally lost my leg, I am playing in these games, and he's giving it all, even at his age. I mean, you see how not just current MLS players, but former players across all over the world, the way they talk about him and even what he's doing at his age. I mean, we're watching him now in the MLS playoffs. Players almost half his age can't keep up with him. Whether it's his acceleration speed, his stop and go. Like, obviously he's still very good, but athletically he still feels like he hasn't really lost a step.
Yeah, there's also a great clip of Thierry Henry explaining like the goal he thought was most impressive by Lionel Messi, and it's something about like he's cutting up between players and he takes 2 touches with the same foot. He was like, to take a second touch with the same foot and still set up a shot while falling, he's like, no one else in the world could do that.
Yeah.
And that's one of those insights that only another striker or a top-level striker could give you, where I'm like, I didn't even notice that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is his 6th World Cup appearance. I'm assuming it is his last. You wonder.
You never know.
But you wonder, in 2022, we saw how hard his teammates played for him because they wanted him to get that World Cup.
Yeah.
Are they can you still motivate the same way? Because now the storyline of like, we have to get him a World Cup because he's so meaningful to our country, that's not really there. What's going to be the motivation for Rodrigo de Paul to put in that tackle? It has to be something else. So
I mean, that's a good point. I mean, you're looking at their group here again. Austria, Jordan, Algeria, all tough competition, but Argentina, you're going to be fine. Let's take a look at Portugal. Portugal's group. You know what? Them getting Colombia and potentially Italy, right? Can they? No, this is the Intercontinental playoffs.
This is the Intercontinental playoffs.
All right, so no, they can't get Italy. But Colombia, tough competition for Portugal. I could easily see Colombia winning.
100%. Yeah, this is a group where Portugal, you can't necessarily think
One
Portugal.
of our producers is Colombian, and she was just like, "What you saying?" Until I finished the sentence.
Okay. Yeah.
Hands will be thrown during your live. I don't care.
Why are our producers holding weapons?
Yeah. She's willing to catch a warrant during the live. But I think, and maybe this is just me being a little bit of a hater, but how fun would it be to watch Ronaldo lose the first match?
Yo, chat, let us know what you think about.
How fun would that be? Especially when he got gifted the ability to play in it, right?
That's another part of this World Cup storyline. Like, if you get a red card for violent conduct at the especially a World Cup qualifier, you are that's a 3-game ban.
So he has a 3-match ban supposedly.
Yeah,
and that takes him into 2 matches in the World Cup.
So what ended up happening was they played against Ireland. he elbowed during a set piece. He
You
elbowed.
see some images here. You can see the player on the floor on the left.
Yeah, he elbowed.
He's like, "What are you talking about? His face hit my elbow."
No, so he ends up elbowing the guy like in the chest, and he falls down. So this is Cristiano Ronaldo's first red card, I believe, in his career. I don't know if it was in international play or in his career entirely. Ireland, all the Irish.
It was a yellow card. It went to VAR.
It went to VAR.
Yeah, it went to VAR. But no, it was a red card.
It was a red.
So they were giving him the crybaby chance the whole time.
He
did it back, and he gave him the thumbs up, as you saw before, which, you know, deserved. If you watch the tape, he very clearly elbows this guy in the face intentionally.
Not the face, again. It was like the chest.
Was it the chest? I thought it was up a little higher.
Yeah,
all right.
But he got
Nonetheless,
him. I mean, he got him.
Violent conduct, it is what it is.
So you're banned for 3 matches, and then
which means he would miss the first 2 matches of the World Cup. And the World Cup's like, we're trying to make them money, bro.
I mean, they're being pretty transparent.
He was like,
and also,
Coca-Cola and Visa called us, you know?
he goes to the White House, like, you know, meets Trump and all this other stuff. And speaking of Glaze Fest, right?
Right.
And then all of a sudden,
he does the like, dude, this ballroom is gonna be sick. Hey, you know what I'd love to do is play the first 2 games of the World Cup.
Yo, can you talk to your homie? And
then go Gianni Infantino.
And now he's now he's playing in the games. Those two matches have been apparently pushed till after the World Cup. How convenient.
Right.
Some people are saying like, hey, this is not fair. Why would it's clearly favoritism?
It is, but you know, come on, are you surprised? You know,
not too much of a shock.
And look, he's kind of a legendary player, and this is like a big opportunity, right? We've talked about this before, right? Messi went out and won a World Cup, right? Ronaldo doesn't have one. You can have all the arguments you want about who's more important to you, who's better, who's the GOAT, and you can have all your points. At the end of the day, that topic is going to come up. Well, what do you do in a World Cup? And Messi has one. I think we have a comparison here so you could see.
Yeah, and this is the last opportunity for I think for the world to see this Messi Ronaldo debate. Does the debate end? It will not, obviously, because we still have, you know, the Michael Jordan debate, and he hasn't played.
Messi got him on appearances, goals, assists, and World Cup titles. What do you?
When it comes to World Cups, there's obviously so many factors involved that are outside of simply like your individual play.
Right.
And
Erling Haaland's a good example of that, right?
Yeah.
Like the rest of the team had to get
and
as
Messi's
good.
individual play on paper is still better, obviously, than Cristiano Ronaldo's. Doesn't necessarily mean, you know, it's always where the federations are and where the academies and how they're developing talent and all this other stuff.
Right, but there is no answer to, well, he never did in the World Cup. This is you would assume this is his last chance to win a World Cup title. In Portugal, a lot of people believe Portugal could do it.
Yeah, I wonder if this is it a sad moment for the football world for these two kind of you know, mainstays and superstars that we've sort of kind of grown up with, to now that this is their last hurrah. It just feels like for Lionel Messi, it's just like, yeah, he 100% totally could win another one. For Cristiano Ronaldo, it just feels like, okay, let's see if the old man still got it.
You'll let Unc get a few minutes. Yeah, let's see if he still got it.
You should have seen him back in the day,
bro.
though.
He got a stretch, though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So not exactly equivalent, but yeah. But it is the last time we'll see it.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
So for those of you who like to have this argument, this feels like an opportunity for Cristiano Ronaldo to maybe level that playing field. I don't know if he's gonna be able
All
to.
right, let's go to the comment in the chat. Everybody's been crushing it. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Make sure as we get there, hit like on this video. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe as well. So make sure you do that. All right. Spider Zlatan said Cristiano isn't getting the Peace Prize soon.
Do not put it past him. Do not put it past him.
Yeah, I'm sure he tried.
Yeah.
I'm sure he tried.
Stopped a couple wars. I assume the Uzbek team is basically the starting lineup of the team that they have Champions League this year.
Is that starting like that? Who did they have?
Kairat Almaty.
Is that the one? Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, next up. Spider Zlatan said Viagra helps up to 4 hours. For what?
Yeah.
What's the context? Okay, thank you.
That's really important information, I think. I think South Africa will do well this year after seeing their team at the Club World Cup and learning more about their league. A lot of undervalued talent there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned they looked pretty stellar in their last qualifying match.
Yeah. They were good in the Africa qualifiers.
What was that,
well.
Bafana?
That's South Africa's Bafana Bafana.
That's
Okay.
what we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad you put that together.
Elo Stack said, I'll be surprised if Panama. Are we highlighting them again?
Hashtag Diddy. He explained it.
He explained it.
Group play. Brazil for Scotland fan zone is going to produce some beautiful babies. Imagine ginger freckled Jogo Bonito in 20 years. This is how Scotland becomes a European superhouse. Honestly, you have a job to do, Scottish men and women. You have an absolute job to do.
Pedro Navas, thank you so much for the contribution because you got your head in the right place and you're thinking about the most important things out of this World Cup. All right, so a couple tweets. Mike Bove said the World Cup group of death is Wayne Gretzky and any country's name he has to pronounce.
That was Wayne Gretzky?
That was Wayne Gretzky. You didn't recognize it?
He said North Macedonia.
Love it. A. Krushner said, this is what I call the group of death is England, Croatia, Ghana, Panama. Okay, that's fair. Group of death for Panama only. Group of death confirmed then. Group I, France, Senegal, Norway.
I agree.
All right, next up. That's it? Okay, that's the last one.
Us. We're up next.
We're up. Okay, so when it comes to, we've seen a lot of we've been talking about some of the stronger teams, but how about some teams that we think could, a couple dark horses, a couple teams that we think could surprise some people?
And we're thinking of dark horse now that can win it, but like how Morocco did in the last one. All of a sudden, if your nation got knocked out, this becomes the team you're rooting for.
Right.
But it does really well, surprised a lot of people. In that case, I'm going to go with Ecuador. For me, Ecuador seems like a country that to qualify at a CONMEBOL, and I know the Europeans are like, oh, it's so easy. There's only 10 nations. You have no idea what you're talking about. You got to play Argentina and Brazil 3 times each. Mm-hmm. This is so difficult. For them to finish second after getting docked 3 points for having an ineligible player playing apparently false documents about his nationality.
I think he might have been like Colombian or something like that.
He borrowed the fake Paraguayan passport from Ronaldinho. But to do all that, and you're seeing it here, top scorer is 36 years old and Enner Valencia only allowed 5 goals in qualifying in CONMEBOL.
Yeah,
that is not easy. This is a team you want to be defensively stout in a knockout competition. I can see Ecuador surprising a lot of people. I'm not saying they're going to win. I don't think they're going to win, and if they do, edit this to make it sound like I said they were going to win.
Clip it.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to win, but I do think they're going to surprise a lot of people. And I think if let's say you're Panamanian, you're suddenly going to be rooting for Ecuador because they're going to be in it longer than you are.
All right, yeah. I mean, and a few of their players are playing, especially in Europe. Nkapie is someone that comes to mind. I mean, we just saw the performance he had for Arsenal midweek, and you got to feel pretty confident as far as like how far they can get. My dark horse. Are we looking at Group B or my dark horse? What are we doing?
No, this is look. You got Ivory Coast, beatable if you're Ecuador, and Curacao, buddy. That's your dog walking. So whatever. You're gonna lose to Germany, Ecuador, maybe.
I don't know,
but you're gonna get out of this group.
I don't know. I mean, this feels like a fairly not totally balanced. Again, Curacao, I don't think they're gonna do too much here, but Ivory Coast, it feels like fairly even matchups, and play styles are going to be kind of the fun thing here. I mean, we all know kind of the more pragmatic German play style.
German's pragmatic? That's crazy.
And then we're obviously seeing Ivory Coast and Ecuador against each other, and then against Germany. These are all we're gonna see those comparisons to play style.
You're gonna be helped by like 2 other teams playing each other. Who's your dark horse?
Sure, my dark horse is Norway. I think
smart pick.
Look, they did well in. This is still they're a dark horse because always the UEFA, like again qualifying, they get 16 teams. Yeah, some people say it's not easy. It is easy. It's statistically
so a
little bit easier, and then the quality
I don't even need stats. Just look at some of these countries.
The quality of competition is kind of there, but yes, Erling Haaland, what he's doing in some of these matches where
Sorloth,
teams
Odegaard.
don't. He's in a form where it's different than like playing for Man City, where teams have a little bit of time to like. We've played against him a couple of times. A little bit of preparation. I know what I'm kind of getting myself into.
Like, I'm gonna stop service to him. It's like that doesn't matter.
Right. He will whatever you think you're gonna do. He's gonna do the opposite.
Yeah.
So you try to put a body on him. He'll either outjump you. He'll make incredibly decisive
Getting
runs
behind you. Yeah.
So Norway, during their qualification, another team that went 8 wins and they went undefeated.
For a team that never qualified,
Yeah.
that's
Not
huge.
never qualified. Yeah, but it's been a long time.
Years. But to go undefeated is massive, and I get that shows the strength of the rest of the squad.
Exactly. So it is their first World Cup appearance since 1998. So and let's look at their group as well. So I sort of picked my dark horse before the group came out.
Both did. Yeah,
so this is.
I think they could give France a fight.
I 100%. And but I still you still have to pick France first here, and then but if Norway could get a draw against France.
Yeah, Senegal's a great team, but I can't see Norway finishing not second, at least.
Yeah, it feels that. Or I mean, anything could happen here as well. Like they could, depending on who the intercontinental playoff team is that they play against. Senegal could surprise us and get second, I think. But to me, it's 1 France, 2 Norway, and then possibly that third place Senegal coming out of this group. So
this is gonna be a fun group.
All right, let's look at Spain.
A lot of people think Spain's going to win. This is a favorite for a lot of folks, right? Lamine Yamal. Probably, and you talked about, like, is it sad that this might be the last Messi, Ronaldo? Well, look at the stars that we have that are going to sort of replace them. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
And Lamine Yamal, Erling Haaland, we just talked about. Lamine Yamal is at the top of that list as well. Just absolutely incredible.
Lamine has been fantastic. He was the youngest goal scorer in Spanish history.
What a stat, huh? You're the youngest goal scorer in that nation's history.
So, I mean, it's just, they're getting younger and younger. Like the work provisions, and not really.
It's gonna be weird. Like we're gonna be 80 years old and watching 13-year-olds score for the nation. We're like, right?
What's happening?
There was a time when they were at least 16.
So, but interestingly enough, Lamine Yamal is obviously getting, he just did that 60 Minutes interview, so he's getting a lot of attention and a lot of publicity. But also, Mikel Merino for Spain is
30 goals and assists.
He has been fantastic, like Ballon d'Or level type of season, where he's even in the conversation. So that's
he was a center back at Dortmund,
which is a joke that he is now
ridiculous.
He is now the starting striker for Arsenal, which makes no sense. All right, so Spain in the group with Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay.
Uruguay-Spain is probably the most exciting matchup here.
I mean, I don't know. Cape Verde, I mean, given their qualification and the scenes and excitement around it, I think that will be a fun team. They have a couple MLS guys, Steven Moreira of the Columbus Crew, former Defender of the Year. I think that could be just fun to see. I don't necessarily expect them.
Yeah, I was like, get to it, Christian. Get to the point you want to make here, bruh. Why don't we go to the chat? The chat's got some funny stuff to say here.
All right.
Shouts to everyone in our chat, man. You guys are absolutely
hilarious.
Shout out
youtube.com/soccercooligans if you want to get in the chat. Hit like and subscribe in the video as well if you haven't yet. Okay.
Whatever happens in the U.S. group, Polanco will blame Sargent.
That is without a doubt.
Right. What did he text you guys before the game?
I'm going to say he has some sort of negative influence. Yeah. Okay. Gregorio said, don't think Trump will say the draw was rigged.
Yeah.
Because he had his hands all over it.
Yeah.
It's the first time, right?
Group B is going to be a sneaky competitive group. The playoff winner comes stir some trouble. If it's Italy, that can make that a really fun one.
Shout out to Kevin Foy. I haven't heard from Kevin Foy.
Kevin Foy in a minute, bro.
Yeah, what's up? All right. Elo Stack said, is Belgium considered a dark horse? They always have the talent, but never put it together. Could this be the year?
Nah, that golden era is done. They're all way too old.
We're done there. I mean, after the drama between Kevin De Bruyne and Thibaut Courtois, it's just like there's too much going on.
Rouch9129 says, Ecuador is in my top 10 list of candidates. Candidates for what?
Candidates
I'm not sure. Yeah, they're
I hope
running
it's a
for
good
school
thing.
Congress. My dark horse, Macadamia. Shouts to Wayne Gretzky. Shouts to Wayne Gretzky.
Macadamia, you know what? Might do pretty well.
Look out for hazelnuts. They're going to do crazy this year.
So, all right. How about some predictions? Get some predictions in the chat. Who do you think is winning the whole thing? Alexis, I'll let you go first. Who's taking the La Copa Mundial?
The mighty England. No, they'll never. It's not coming home. I don't know who's going to win it, but if I had to pick right now, my sense is Spain.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I did not think you were going to say that. I'm going to... who I think could actually win this whole thing this time around... I'm not gonna go UEFA. I don't think a UEFA team is
interesting.
I don't think. And I'm gonna say Argentina is gonna do it again.
Back to back.
I'm gonna say they're gonna go back to back. I think the energy is there. I'm watching the Messi interviews, and there's a little less pressure. There's less fear going into this that I think is gonna suit them well. And then after seeing this group, I think it's gonna be a little bit easier.
The knockout stages where it really starts, especially with the extra match.
So yeah, a couple people saying Argentina will win again. Michael Raymond saying USA without a doubt. I mean, look, my heart is always that the US is gonna do it, bro.
A couple USAs in the chat.
Did I mention I was hanging out with Matt Freese?
Who?
We were just talking about the US is gonna win the World Cup.
Oh my okay. God.
So,
Matt Freese.
Crazy, huh?
He was there in that room of you and nothing but celebrities? That's crazy.
So yeah, I my optimism is definitely higher now after seeing this group, especially for the US. So yeah, it's becoming a place where I'm just this is like one of the first draws where I'm not filled with any real dread.
Yeah. I'm not worried about one specific match.
I'm like,
we're not Max Brados.
we're not Max
that's
Brados
for
over
sure.
here. I'm gonna text Max Brados and be like, yo, what are you worried about exactly?
Ben Skolnick says Blangola versus IC playoff win. That's important.
If Blangola gets
Blangola never lost.
in, so Blangola gets in, I mean, they're gonna have to be my immediate favorites.
In fact, why don't we take a look at the IC playoff contenders? That way we can actually figure out who the hell we're talking about.
Oh, sure. Let's take a quick look at it. Yeah, shout out to the Yahoo graphics team.
Yo.
Everybody, we could just be like, yo, pull up the graphic, and the graphic is there.
Yeah.
So
Iraq is already in, but they're going to go up against whoever wins between Bolivia and Suriname. So they're
Yes.
going to play each other. Winner goes up against Iraq. Winner of that goes into the first slot. Congo versus New Caledonia and Jamaica.
New Caledonia.
Everybody knows where that is.
Anybody who is now learning that there's a
Right.
country called New Caledonia.
Remember when you were a kid and you went to on a field trip at your school to New Caledonia?
Yeah.
Well, they made it into the World Cup potentially.
That's where my family summered.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, this is look, especially we're in the CONCACAF region, and Jamaica missing the World Cup obviously would hurt a lot of people.
Well, their manager just quit.
Yeah, so they were very disappointed. They had I think they had an opportunity. They had to win against was it Suriname, I believe, in the last.
They could have automatically qualified,
and they could have automatically qualified, and they missed out. So they drew. It was like a 0-0 draw at home in Kingston. Terrible. I feel bad for the homie Damari Gray, a friend of the show, did the podcast. And yeah, this is so I really want to see Jamaica get through, at least in that game.
It
And
would
then
be fun.
they'd have to beat the Democratic Republic of Congo, so it's not going to be easy. Okay.
You want to look at the UEFA qualifier teams?
So,
'Cause
okay.
I think this confused a lot of people. There's a lot of slots here.
Yeah, I mean, this was a math problem, but for the UEFA qualifiers, I mean, these are the teams that are
This is a good World Cup on its own.
in it, right? And these teams are all there's 4 groups. You have to win 2 games in a row to win and win that playoff spot. So 4 teams will go through. I mean,
You got Wales, Sweden. You got Italy. Italy probably the one that stands out the most.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's taking you this much to qualify. North Macadamia. I mean, there's so many
what a
strong
delicious
teams.
country.
Mhm.
No,
A
I
little
mean,
fattier than you think.
my 4. Look, I'm gonna go with Turkey, Italy, Wales, and it's tough for me between Poland and Denmark. Poland, it just feel again, Lewandowski just missing a World Cup.
I just want to see Ireland in the World Cup. The vibes that they bring.
Yeah.
I just want to see them in the World Cup. They absolutely deserve to be there.
Ukraine also, I think the everything that the country's going through, it would be incredibly meaningful.
The Russian team is going to try to play the first 20 minutes of all their matches.
So, yeah, they're still sorting that stuff out. But yeah, this is so the UEFA matches those are happening in March, I believe, right? Yeah. So we'll know who's gonna end up.
So we're gonna have a little pre-World Cup action.
Yeah, bro. A little
amuse-bouche.
To the World Cup.
Yeah.
So, but kind of similar. All right, we have one more more tweet that
we got a couple tweets.
that we
let's
got,
see what we got.
or a couple more tweets that we want to highlight. So yeah, let's take a look at those, and then we'll wrap up right after this. Thank you everybody again for hanging out with us. We appreciate it.
Y'all the real superstars in the chat.
Watching the draw, watching the Peace Award awarded. Who we got? This that guy's joke says Scotland and Brazil in the same group.
Okay, you got my guy dancing a little like the cha 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 cha. Well, that guy with the bagpipe.
The bagpipes, and he's doing a little samba.
Damn.
Yeah, I love it. This is great. Mark Donaldson said, "Why is Lauren Hill wearing the Allianz Arena on her head?" That's hilarious.
Damn, Nort catching strays today, bro.
That is a queen. She
Yo,
can wear whatever she wants.
She shows up so late, so we're just happy she showed up on time.
I still haven't forgiven Lauren Hill. I went to see her in like 2018, and concert would start at 8 o'clock. She didn't arrive till 12.
Yep.
30 a.m. bro.
Same. I went to see her Blue Note. They said you need to be in your seat by 7:30. I showed up at 6:30. I went to the bathroom at 8. Door to the green room open. I saw her sitting there, so I said, "Oh, it's not that much longer."
Right.
12:35. She decides to get on stage. What were you doing?
And then I'll say this: when she did get up on
Are
stage,
you that constipated?
when she did get up on stage after 4 hours of waiting, one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
that
mine?
was
Pretty mediocre.
no.
Her voice is shot.
No, man, you saw it at the wrong time. You got it on a bad day.
Yeah, apparently.
Loved
the
it.
day
loved
after
it.
you.
All right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Let's talk a little bit about what you think the USMNT can do. How far are they going to get?
USMNT.
Let's start with, are they getting grouped?
They're not getting grouped.
Absolutely not.
Given this group, I feel like the first high pressure match is going to be the round of 32. They get past that. I round of 16. It's like that's where I hope they get past that.
That's what we're gonna need. Spirit.
Yes.
Yeah. So far I'm on the same page as you.
But my heart is saying a quarterfinal that we could get there. My brain is saying round of 16 is when we're out.
I think we get to a quarterfinal. I'm not 100% sure how this is happening. I don't know who's on the pitch when it's happening, but that's the confidence that I have. I think we're going to get to a quarterfinal. I think we're going to eke it out in the round of 16, but I think we get to a quarterfinal.
Okay, yeah. Let us know in the chat as we wrap up who we think.
If the USMNT wins Group D and Belgium wins Group G, they would be on a collision course in the round of 16 if they win their respective round of 32 knockout games. All right, Paul Tenorio mapping this thing out. He's got red string all over his wall, a bunch of paper inside.
But I mean, it's saying a lot to Belgium to win Group G.
Yeah, it is saying a lot.
That,
but also,
that feels less likely than
Belgium
US.
kind of old. I mean, it might be like the team to face. I'd be pretty confident with USA facing
Sure.
Belgium.
Yeah, I wouldn't be as nervous, but still, Thibaut Courtois in goal is still Thibaut Courtois in goal, and he's no joke, man.
Maybe Tim Howard comes back for that one. runs it back.
Imagine. Hope, but not Chris Wondolowski.
Yeah, Wondolowski's not allowed anywhere near the pitch today.
We love you, Chris Wondolowski. You're a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. We just that game and that shot is still etched in our brains. Okay, so shout out to everybody hanging out with us in the chat. Y'all the absolute best. We appreciate it. Shout out to everybody at Yahoo helping put this together. The production team, everybody behind the scenes.
Everybody at headquarters.
Yeah, headquarters is there's 4,000 people behind. It looks like NASA right now. But everybody
Couple
produces.
CEOs smoking cigars in their massive corner office.
So, but we appreciate everybody hanging out. If you are watching across the Yahoo Sports channels, again, we are the Cooligans. My name is Christian Polanco.
I'm Alexis Guerrero.
We are the Cooligans. We do our show 2 days a week across all Yahoo Sports channels on YouTube, podcasts, and you'll see us on the website a whole bunch as well. But hang out with us in the future. And just a reminder, tomorrow is the MLS Cup final, and we're going to be doing another one of these, a live show, reaction show right after the MLS Cup final, that final whistle. So come join us immediately after that game. The game should be over around. If it doesn't go to extra time or anything or penalties, it should be over around 5 o'clock, 5:30, something like that. So, so come through. And like I said, our show airs every Monday and Thursday. You can listen across all podcast platforms. You can watch on YouTube. So make sure if you're watching on YouTube right now, hit like, hit subscribe, and feel free to share this reaction episode to anyone.
Hit the hype button.
Yeah, this is
that's a new thing.
this is the opportunity to get excited about the World Cup, and we're going to be doing a lot of coverage for the 2026 World Cup. So stay locked in with us as we do that.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. Y'all the absolute best. Shout out to the chat, funniest chat in American soccer. We appreciate
Ben
y'all.
Skolnick said Belgium belongs to Group AARP. Let's go. That's what we're talking about.
That's what I'm
what
saying.
we're talking about.
You don't get
We
this
love you
anywhere
guys.
else.
We love you guys.
Take care, everybody. Have a good day.
Peace.